evening, guys. Nicholas Sy here, and welcome to the Nicholas Sy Show. You know what? I just saw Jess's video just a few minutes ago, or an hour or two, because I ain't gonna lie, dude. This is the name of the unbelievable reaction called Trapped in Pickleboy'S Shed Reaction. You know what? Ever since Pickleboy, he's trying to rap about him, but in the previous video when he was mocking Pickleboy of stealing his ideas, now, here we go again with this. Jesse and Parker decided to go to South Carolina to expose him to prove that his videos are fake. Once again, dude. But let's get started with the reaction video, shall we? So, Jesse decided to pack up to South Carolina, right? And then a few minutes later, Parker decided to pick him up, head over to the airport, and head over to the airplane to get to South Carolina in time. But all of a sudden, after spending time in South Carolina, right? He saw the video on Pickleboy's video, which was posted yesterday. He saw some of the rap ones of all that stuff he'd been saying that's sending the message to Jesse because, that caused everything that happens. You know what? This is why Pickleboy is had enough of this. And that's why he's about to come back to expose him to prove that his videos were fake. Because to tell you the truth, dude, what the heck, man? How the heck you gonna prove his videos were fake, Jesse? But this is ridiculous, dude. I mean, I like Jesse, but this is what happens in this video, man. This is when it all started now. When after they flew to South Carolina, they decided to go head over to Pickleboy's place. But around midnight, right? Some police officer really think that they're gonna arrest him, but police officer realized that he is a huge fan of Jesse. So he was happy for that, but he thinks he got arrested with Parker. So, and after that, met with a cop to support him. For some reason, dude, he decided to sneak inside of the shed, right? And then all of a sudden, right, he went inside of the shed to search for the files to prove that his videos were fake, right? And guess who did show up to figure it out? You know who that person was? Pickleboy. He saw Jesse go inside of the shed, and you know what he did? Just like, here's the difference. He locked Jesse and Parker inside of his own shed the same way that Boogie locked him in the attic when Parker was at the hotel. This is the second time he was trapped. Boogie trapped him in the attic. Pickleboy trapped him in the freaking shed with Parker. And then all of a sudden, right, he really explains what's going to happen. And this is like a war going on. It's a freaking war. It's going to be Psycho Dad versus Agent Grandpa. I'm telling you this right now, people. I have no idea what's going to happen if there's going to be a war going on. I mean, which side are you on? Are you on Pickleboy's side or McJuggerNugget's side? But you decide down in the comments below. I mean, it's like, seriously. He's trapped for the second time just like Boogie was. And he wanted to explain to prove that his videos were fake. So he had to, and this is the part that Jesse's trying to do, right? He tries to hit the door so he can get out of the shed. And do you know he had to be out there at 3 in the freaking morning? Like, seriously. It's like every time it happens every freaking week for some reason. But, number one, dude, Jesse is trapped for the second time. But now he's with Parker this time. I mean, it's like every time, dude, it's been like a crazy moment to let him get trapped in the freaking attic. And now getting trapped in Pickleboy's shed. I mean, I really hope somebody saved him now because I'm about to put a hashtag again. Because I like Pickleboy, dude, but Pickleboy, you need to let him out so he can head home. I never liked a girlfriend, man, but you need to let him go just like Boogie needs to let him go. And now you're gonna be like Boogie when he's trapped in the attic? And then all of a sudden, here's the thing, right? He's been dealing with him just because he wanted to prove that his videos were fake. He wanted to know where the files are, right? But the whole time in this video, he knew that it was the comics, the Angry Grandpa comics. And then he'd been bowing out, and then all of a sudden, he was looking at the window and stuff, and look what he did. He did like this, right? And then he charged into the freaking door so he could get the heck out of here. I believe somebody has to save him, dude. And Parker, because it's gonna be crazy, dude. I'm about to put hashtag save Jesse and Parker because they're trapped in the freaking shed. Pickleboy, I like you, man, but I understand you're ticked off, but you have to let him go. What the heck is it? Is that you mean to freaking tell me that he's getting trapped in the shed? It's freaking ridiculous, dude, okay? I had enough of the war going on. I thought, and it's only a series, guys. I mean, I like Boogie, I like Pickleboy, I like Jesse, known as McJuggernuggets, but it's like a war going on, people, and this is ridiculous. And then all of a sudden, they're going to be trapped in here for a very long time. I think somebody had to save him. Because for some reason, he looked around, but he couldn't. Jesse, you couldn't get the heck out of the window when you have to. That's the easy way. Break the window and get out of here with Parker. But at the end of the day, dude, he just really been dealing with him just because he's saying, are you, like Jesse said, are you eating flaming hot Cheetos? That's what he said. I mean, all of a sudden, he still wanted to get out, but to tell you the truth, Pickleboy just locked him in the freaking shed. Somebody has to rescue Jesse and Parker, dude. I have no idea what's going to happen next in the next video. Pickleboy, you like Boogie trapped him in the attic, and now you're going to make... Dude. And he said it was breaking and entering, which I understand that, because Jesse had no business coming to his house, though. But he says he's going to call the police for breaking and entering, and he thinks he's going to be held hostage. I mean, and then this is what Pickleboy said. He said that he's a robber. What? Why do you think he's a robber? He wanted to think that your videos were fake, man. Pickleboy, I understand that you're ticked, because for some reason, you have no idea what's going to happen. You know what his father's going to happen to Jesse, that you made him trap in the attic. In the shed. He's going to get himself starving to death. You know what? I'm about to put hashtag save Jesse and Parker. Because I don't know. Because people, I believe that it's going to be another trap moment for this. They're going to be trapped for hours. And now they're going to be starving to death. Just like what happened in Boogie's place. Something needs to be done. I think it's going to be Angry Grandpa and versus Psycho Dad, Pickleboy versus McJuggernuggets, Bridget West versus Juliet, and then that's it. I mean, it's crazy. It's going to be a war going on. That being said, please be safe, Jesse and Parker. I mean, Pickleboy, you need to let him out, dude. And Psycho Dad, if you're watching this video, your son is trapped in his shed. Can you please rescue him and get him out of there? And if you don't, Pickleboy better unlock the shed and get him out. Be brave and save Jesse and Parker. I want them to be safe because they need to be rescued as soon as possible. Soon as possible. I saw him trapped in the shed. I really hope they're okay. Pickleboy, just get them out. And I don't care about Bridget because she's freaking annoying. But Pickleboy, just get them out, dude. I understand you came back, but he wanted to prove that your videos were fake, but your videos are real, dude. That's all I gotta say. So, that concludes my reaction of how Jesse and Parker were trapped in the shed The same way like what happened when he was trapped in the attic by Boogie, and now Pickleboy decided to trap in the shed with his friend Parker. Psycho Dad, you gotta save him. Or maybe Larry, because he needs to call anybody. Because it's gonna be crazy. Please save them before it's too late, or they'll be trapped in the shed forever. Anyways, I hope you guys have a happy Tuesday. And have a good evening, guys. Whew.